Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Here we are. Here, let me see. I got to make a camera adjustment here. Hold on.
I'm scooting in just to hear. If you're here, let us know that you're here. Let us know who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking, how you're doing. We're just hanging out,
There we go.
getting away from the world for a while.
Exactly.
It's hump day, and
Hello, Katie.
it is just so sweet and nice for people to hang out with us. Not once, but twice, Katie. Well done. Instagram and Facebook. And you're are you still drinking that Sam Adams beer is what I want to know. That
Yes,
summer ale is delightful.
we are fans.
Big
That's
fans.
that is
Nice summer beer.
that's one that you never go wrong with.
I love it.
So let us know, Katie, if you can hear us, which
And
I'm hoping you can. Tell us how we sound.
how do we sound? Because we want to make sure that the sound is coming through
I
here
think it is now. I
and
hope.
not through
I
there.
really hope.
So we hope it's okay.
So, yes, as we are kicking this off, say hi, tell us where you're from, what you're drinking, if anything.
Mhm.
Let us know that you're here in the chat by dropping us a note
Yeah.
and saying hi.
I know. It's two different live streams on two different nights. And but last night was really kind of a special case.
Well, last night was really just a live recorded episode. This is us just
Yes.
hanging out and tuning out the world.
Yeah.
So that is the goal. And Katie said she can hear us.
That's
Awesome.
good.
Thank you.
Yay. If anybody else is coming in, let us know how we sound. I think Katie's over there on YouTube. I want to check Facebook. Make sure it's okay. So if
Well,
anybody's
you
on
do that, and
Facebook.
then I'm going to share it once you're done doing that.
Okay.
So, trying to let everybody know what is going on. I know that we're competing with like a big speech that's happening later on. So,
It sounds good.
my goal is to give everybody something better to watch than that. So, we're just going to, hang out here and not talk politics
Yeah.
and celebrate everybody's awesome news. If you've got something that you want to
Yes.
share with us, we would love to celebrate you. We were talking for the last hour over on Instagram, and we were celebrating members of the Runcation Nation, like Katie,
Yay.
who's in the chat here, and she is celebrating.
Alicia,
Oh, excellent.
go ahead.
No, I was
Sorry.
going to say no.
When
Katie is celebrating 15 years at her employer. 15 years. What an amazing milestone that is. A decade and a
it's
half.
yeah, I've been with my current employer. It'll be 14 years in October,
Yeah.
and I just things change and morph and you do so much and you have so many people and it is just it's to stay dedicated and work so hard at one place for so long is just to be commended and applauded. And so we toast you, or we will toast you once we get the beers open. But first, we want to share and make sure everybody can come along. And okay. So hi, Alicia. We love you. And I I want you all to know that I did um the the first run from the couch to 5K very, very slowly with the lowest ratio possible today so that I can kind of maybe I can come along with Dana now that I've caught up and maybe I can run the Lolo app so you can hear the Jeff prompts and things like that.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just an idea.
nothing
So
wrong with that.
Rob Nadeau,
Oh, and Alicia,
welcome.
you're skipping ahead.
I'm sorry.
You're so fast.
I'm so sorry. Sorry.
No, I didn't even see. But no, Alicia did the couch to 5K.
Yay!
Oh, so I've got Alicia, I've got you, and I got somebody else I saw on Instagram ran it. Was it Jen?
Maybe. I can't
You're the Instagram person.
I'll go back and look.
I am
I
not.
can't remember.
You guys might be shocked to find this out. I
can't remember.
suck at Instagram. I'm not good at it.
Nah, he's better than he says he is. But also, while we're here, so we're celebrating Katie's 15 years of employment with Publix. We're celebrating Alicia's 5K, the Couch to 5K kickoff. We are, oh,
Uh-oh.
oh,
Well, so we checked on the audio a minute ago, Rob,
Rob.
and is everybody getting
He's on
audio
Facebook.
okay?
Here, I can jump out and I can jump into Facebook and see.
Yeah, let us know because we definitely this should be working. Last night was a whole different animal. That actually was the problem. Was I let the
Let us know, Katie. I can jump out.
yeah, no, there is audio, Rob, on Facebook. So if you're not hearing us, we can confirm that is we have audio. But yeah, last night during the live stream, I actually made a mistake and I left the audio input as the web camera. So on the live stream, it doesn't sound quite as buttery smooth as it does normally. Um, but in the podcast feed, it does. So we're working on it.
I'm checking YouTube now.
I'm a rank amateur, and the fact that Amy lets me work the gear at all is kind of amazing. So, I don't know why she does that, but yeah. So anyway, tonight we are going to be starting with a very sessionable beer.
I love this beer.
Joanne is here. Hello, Joanne.
Joanne, and listen, Jojo. I can't wait to post a photo for you tomorrow. Speaking of celebrations, someone has a birthday
Coming up. Or is it today?
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow. Yeah. We'll celebrate it early. I'm good with that.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Whoa, hold on. Cheryl has something to celebrate. 22 days to retirement.
Well done.
I wish we had an applause. We got to get an applause thing, Foley, and put it on one of the buttons here. So we don't have it. Don't.
Which one is Jeff?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah, we got to get an applause one. That is awesome. Congratulations. I am very, very proud of you. Thank you for working in a classroom that long and getting to the end. That is tough. Very tough.
I'm
I'm
10 years.
I'm at 24 years.
You guys.
1 month.
Hold up.
What?
Can you all hear us? It's National Superhero Day.
What?
It is National Superhero Day. Laying it down right now. It's National Superhero Day. And we know a lot of superheroes here in the chat and people we have been fortunate enough to have on our show and in our running community. So, bam. It's National Superhero Day, people. Who's your favorite superhero?
How did I not know that? How did I not know that? Of all people. I mean, I think I've showed everybody once before, right behind Amy's head, just to give you an idea. We've got some Funko Pops. That is the Avengers Assemble scene from the original Avengers movie. It's all 5 of them, or all 6 of them together. And each one of the Funkos links together.
Now my girl's in front.
And then Amy also has, oh yes, Josh, there's going to be shenanigans. Apparently Amy is finding shenanigans.
What do you mean I'm finding shenanigans?
National Superhero Day.
I saw a post about it when I was checking the sound.
Katie, start the couch to 5K. You didn't look the first week is, I mean, the whole thing is going to really ease you into it. But like the first week, I think the first run was 16 minutes. Tomorrow's run is 18 minutes total. And that includes a warm up and cool down of 3 minutes. So it's literally only 12 minutes of doing the interval. And we're only running for 5 seconds and walking for today. 25 seconds.
I did it today.
And you were just over 16 minutes a mile.
And I was like 18, 19. I was shuffling. It's the Amy shuffle, right? So Josh says the audio is good on YouTube. That's good.
Mark's here too. Hey, man.
So good.
2 hours of pickleball?
I won't worry about it. Okay.
Oh, man.
That's a lot. I think you're going to feel it.
You're going to find muscles you didn't know you had.
I think you're going to feel it tomorrow. And day 2 is always worse after the first workout.
Yes.
Like the second day.
Josh being our resident weightlifter, it would probably be able to give us some info on delayed onset muscle soreness.
Day 2 is the worst.
And that buildup of lactic acid.
It's got to be the worst. It's got to be the worst.
But yeah, it's a learning experience, Dana. It's always a learning experience. It's like working when you're doing this and you're doing a live event and you are trying to, pay attention.
Did you already drink out of this?
No.
Okay.
Right. Relax.
Sorry.
I've been too busy talking and trying to make sure we have sound.
And apparently I can
rest easy.
Still hear you. Okay, we're good.
All right.
We're good. We're good.
Yeah, it's like trying to pat your stomach and rub your head at the same time.
We're okay.
Really, really tough.
We're doing all right.
Thank you, Josh. Oh, Rob. Awesome. Okay, good.
I'm so glad. So glad. He knows it was yesterday that was it was such an important episode to me.
Oh yeah.
Such an important episode to me.
Well, to be fair, to me too.
Yes.
I mean, Jeff Galloway.
I'm just speaking for myself.
He's our running spirit animal.
I love him so much. What?
We inspired you to sign up for a 5K.
What 5K? Tell us more about it, JoJo. It's a birthday 5K.
Maybe.
Because the birthday needs to be celebrated all week long for you. That's all I'm saying.
My sister is all about the birthday month. That's the way she does it.
So I just, it's
Thank you, Mark.
It's her birthday tomorrow as well, right?
My sister celebrates her birthday tomorrow. Yes. Yes.
So
Rob says he sucks at Facebook and Instagram also. I can
We're just trying our best.
I can do Facebook, but it's what it is for Instagram is there's so much hidden off screen.
Yes.
That I'm like, oh, I need to swipe here to get to this. Like for the longest time when we started doing Instagram lives, I was like, how the hell do I get this thing to go live? Because I couldn't get over.
I had to tell him
to the side to
had to tell him. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
What is happening right now?
The audio is working. Oh, this looks like a new name. Leek Mantis. Hello, Leek.
Are you too old enough to be drink? Thank God bless you.
You might be one of my new favorite listeners. Thank you, Leek.
Yes. Are we pronouncing it right? Spell it phonetically in the chat. I had somebody do that in the coffee chat this morning.
Yes, I saw.
And tell us what you're drinking, what you're doing, where you're from, how the weather is, all the things.
Absolutely.
Who your favorite superhero is.
Yes, since it is apparently
everybody needs to tell us.
National Superhero Day.
Because it's National Superhero Day. I think that you can guess who mine is.
Fred Durst. I retired 12 years ago. Wait a minute.
Good for you.
Wait a minute.
Well done.
Like you retired from Limp Bizkit 12 years ago? Or you retired. Either way.
What?
Congratulations. Fred Durst. Lead singer of Limp Bizkit.
Is that who we have in the chat?
I don't think that's the actual Fred Durst, or it might be a different Fred Durst.
It's not
the same Fred Durst, I don't think.
My palms are all of a sudden sweaty.
That's awesome.
I'm sorry.
See, and Fred and I are gonna get along. Here's my problem. Okay, my very first movie in theaters was Star Wars. My second movie I ever saw in a movie theater, I was 4 years old, was Superman, Christopher Reeve Superman. I saw it when it was released. And I grew up being a huge Superman fan. And I mean, I've seen every incarnation of Superman you can think of, from the old black and white live actions to every animated version to all the Superman TV shows. In college, me and my friends used to get together and watch Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of
So
Superman.
your favorite is Superman? No. Or oh, we're
I,
gonna have fodder for discussion
I'm
right
a
here.
huge fan, but I am also, I mean, I my my collection of comics is so varied. I kind of go all over the place. I know that we underrepresent DC on here because of
I
all the
know.
Marvel races,
I know. Well,
but
they need to have more DC races.
but
That's all I'm
I
saying.
am a big
Okay.
Batman fan as well. I love me some Dark Knight Returns.
That's right.
I just there's great fodder there and great stories. I will say,
Batman.
I will say I'm yeah, and I'll
Is he
say
on the fence, y'all? Come on.
I am sitting on the fence.
Oh, Alicia, I love you so much.
Oh, Fat Thor. See, I'm built like Fat Thor.
Me too. I am. Yes.
Oh, Katie, my mother is my favorite superhero. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
yes. We want to know about your real life superheroes. We celebrated one last night on the show.
We did.
I'm just saying.
But
That.
she loves Captain America. Yep, I am a Captain America fan as
This
well.
is Jeff.
And Josh is going with a deep cut talking about the Soviet Superman, which is from
The only good Superman is the Soviet Superman?
which is the Red Sun SON storyline that they
Really?
did. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I need to know more.
Well, DC does these stories called Elseworlds, where it's kind of like imagine what would have happened if. And actually, it's very similar to Marvel's comic What If, which they are turning into a TV series on Disney Plus.
Which I can't wait for. It sounds really great.
There's going to be some good stuff in there, but they did a story where instead of crash landing in Kansas, Kal-El, last son of Krypton, crashes in Soviet Russia. Yeah. And how that would have changed things.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So Red Sun, and Sebastian's agreeing too.
See, really?
Red Sun. It's an interesting storyline. They'll never do it as a movie.
Oh, I see he has a distinction, Sebastian. He says it's my favorite Superman, but Batman is my favorite hero.
There's something about Batman being just a regular guy who's trained himself, which is pretty cool. I do.
We have so many people in the chat tonight, and I'm so excited.
Rock.
I'm so excited you all are spending time with us. Thank you so much. Really. It means a lot.
Oh, gosh.
What are we at?
Hold on.
What are we getting to? Who started what?
I don't know. I think we might have missed something in the chat here.
Did we miss something?
There may be some other chat stuff going on that we're not seeing.
Can you tell us more about this whole thing? We don't even know.
Let's see.
Make sure you hydrate.
You make splint in your lifting. I'm not sure what that means, Josh. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh, I think he's giving tips for not being sore.
Oh. Okay.
I got it. Okay. I got it.
And make sure you hydrate. He's talking about the delayed onset muscle soreness. Yes. Awesome. Yeah. DOMS is the reason that you make a split in your lifting. That's why
delayed onset muscle soreness.
So
that's why you do like
your lifting
upper
pushers,
body and lower body,
yeah. Some people will do it upper and lower. Some people do pushers and pullers, and and making sure you hydrate is the big thing. Not working the same muscle groups back to back.
Right.
Love that.
It's a local 5K. Jojo says that she's doing for her birthday week celebration. And then I want to know what her birthday beverage is going to be.
Yeah.
Personally, Jojo, since we're celebrating you.
And Dana Brunette said, hey, Dana, from Dana.
It's
birthday season in my house. Who else got a birthday?
Tell your house. Is it you? Is it more than you? Tell us more. What is happening? What else is happening?
Katie is just busting out the technology. We are playing on her Fire TV and she's commenting on her phone.
That is amazing.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Using all the things. All of the technology. What is this?
Dana, beware of that one. What? This one?
Beware of me?
Yeah, I know. She's sketchy. And look at this.
Am I really?
A little bit.
What is this?
JoJo
Is she on Twitter?
is on Twitter.
Also?
JoJo, you might be
Our first
on
Twitter to comment.
person ever to comment.
It's JoJo, isn't
Twitter.
it? It's JoJo.
Joanne Blatchley. So welcome.
Welcome from Twitter.
From Twitter. That's great. Let us know how it sounds and looks over there. We actually haven't seen it.
We never, ever have people on Twitter. It's a first for us. Applause, applause, applause.
And Katie says Batman is her favorite from DC. I love the Dark Knight trilogy.
Oh, yeah. It's great.
Yeah, good movie trilogy. The comics, the Dark Knight Returns, those are a little bit different, a little bit dark. That's where Frank Miller really got super popular. But I mean, the stories are great. Justice League Dark and Flashpoint Paradox. Josh probably.
Look at you.
Josh is going deeper cuts. Justice League Dark is a bunch of the darker superheroes of the DC universe, things that don't typically make the mainstream. And Flashpoint Paradox, actually, they've done both of these as animated movies. And I have said this before that DC animated is way better, way better than their live action stuff. And their TV game is stronger than their movie game. So, and we're in all kinds of like weird territory.
What do you mean?
Wait, Alicia, who started the Couch to 5K?
I believe Linda. I believe she's saying Linda.
Oh, super cool.
Linda started it, I think, is the comment from before.
Oh, okay.
But I could be wrong.
Well, that's awesome. So anybody that wants to come run, and again, you don't have to run with me. I just, if you're doing it, post, screenshot of your run, get out there and try it. I mean, again, so many people have come to us who didn't start out as runners, and they've started saying, hey, I'm kind of interested, I want to give it a try. This is the easiest way to dip your toe in the pool. And again, by all means, I'm no running coach. I'm just a guy that's doing this program, and if you want to come along and try it, cool.
Yeah.
Find something that works for you and do it. But either way, just come on out and, 2 evenings a week and one morning on the weekend, we're going to get moving a little bit.
Yeah.
And Joanne's not a fan of Twitter.
So she's back.
And Dan Rams
from the Cape Coral Running Group,
who was at one of our favorite local breweries last night. The group actually went to the Cape Coral Running Group, took a field trip to Fort Myers, and they were
at Coastal Days.
At Coastal Days Brewing in downtown Fort Myers, which is fantastic. Which, by the way, this is a beer chat. Let's talk about the beer for just a second.
Yes.
We started this chat out over on Instagram back in the 7:00 hour with this beer. This is Blue Moon's Honey Days.
I thought you were going to be back in the 70s. I was like, what do you mean the 70s?
7:00 hour.
Okay.
Their Honey Days. This is their session wheat. So this is very much like their regular Blue Moon, but lighter. And they have incorporated clove honey into this. And this gives you a very light, crisp, bubbly beer that is less than 4% alcohol by volume.
It's so bready.
Very bready. It's quite tasty.
I love it.
Oh, and
very subtle.
JoJo's trying.
Now she's trying YouTube. She's trying it all.
Yeah. Constantine plays a big role in the Dark series. He does. And a lot of people don't realize that most people's exposure to the character Constantine is through the movie that Keanu Reeves did, which gets a lot of flack. I actually really enjoy that movie. I think that it was very well cast. I didn't dislike that movie at all, but I know a lot of diehards are not huge fans of it. But I enjoy the heck out of that one, and I'll watch it anytime it comes on. It comes on cable. Well, Katie, I can't wait. Give it a shot. I think you'll enjoy it.
It's nice and easy. I feel like it's nice and easy. Yeah. And JoJo was talking about having a local 5K that she's registered for on the weekend. We're debating.
Yeah, we I got sent a link to a local 5K from Runcation Nation member um, um,
Christy?
Christy
Christy Van Allen?
Van Allen,
Yeah.
and she sends that to us, and I'm like, oh, and I thought this was the very first 5K we ever ran at first, because our very
It's
first
just
5K that
slightly
we experimented
different.
with in running
Mm.
was a local 5K, like a run for water in
Mhm.
Africa, like fundraiser, and it seems like it's a very um, similar race, at least benefiting a similar charity.
Yeah.
Hey, Cheryl, welcome. And Sebastian and Josh are talking about Constantine. Yes, in Justice League Dark, John Constantine is one of the bigger characters in it. I think that Constantine, as represented by Keanu Reeves, was probably a little more movie theater goer friendly at the time. A direct translation of Constantine to film back at that time probably wouldn't have gone over too well with the general audience, with the diehards, um, the diehard comic book fans, maybe.
Mm.
But remember, movies are not made for the diehard comic book fans, so you probably are going to get a little bit of an adaptation of the character. Yeah, and JoJo prefers Instagram.
Instagram.
We try to hit it all.
Yeah.
We're there. If I could figure a way to do all of them at the same time really well, I would, but there's just not a great way to do that.
Then we would have to have monitors.
It's hard.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
Monitors.
We're growing. One day we'll have
and monitors, people monitoring. Yeah.
Yeah, that would make it a little easier.
Yeah. So I don't yeah. Nobody guessed who my favorite one was. Does everybody already know?
I don't know. You might want to show them.
My favorite super.
Show them the Barbie doll. She's kind of a fan. There's kind of a movie.
Oh, the glare.
There's a movie coming out.
There.
Black Widow.
Uh-huh. Although Deadpool's pretty badass.
This is true. And Cheryl saying if she had to choose, she'd choose Wolverine. I can't really fault you there.
Yeah.
Ryan's in the chat.
Ryan runs Disney. Yay. How are you?
And yeah, the Deadpool movies. I have to say that a character I never in a million years would have expected they would actually translate to film and kind of keep the character pretty close to the way he was written in the books. They did a pretty good job with Deadpool, actually.
Katie.
Katie's also a fan.
I knew I loved her. I knew it.
Facebook messages are seriously delayed. Actually, it might be the Facebook users that are seriously delayed. I'm working on it, man. I'm working on it. And if you're hearing a ding, I'm about to fix that.
Text messages.
Done.
Yes.
No more texting. Oh.
What is happening right now?
There might be some fighting words here. I don't like her character. Uh-oh.
What is happening?
Oh, here we go. Fight.
JoJo does not like Black Widow? Oh.
Because there's an argument to be made.
No.
That she's the hero of Avengers.
No.
I know. Everybody says it's going to be Tony.
No.
It's Tony Stark.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a good argument to be made.
Yeah. I don't know. No.
All right. We're working on. I think that we're caught up.
There's delays.
If there's
on all the comments.
Well, now that we're caught up, there shouldn't be delays in us answering. We're working on it, but we're loving you guys that you're here.
I know, it's amazing.
More female superheroes. I think we're starting to see more.
Many.
And I did like the first Wonder Woman movie. The World War I story. I thought they did a really good job with that.
I loved it. Yes.
I really think they just didn't know what they were doing with Wonder Woman 84. Wow, it was not good.
I don't know. Phoning it in.
Josh caught my Mortal Kombat reference. Round one, fight.
I
Yeah.
know. I do love Mortal Kombat.
Well, we're about halfway through the new Mortal Kombat movies
I'm
out.
in the
We're
video
about
game,
halfway through that. Oh, yeah,
but also the movie is pretty good so far.
I am awful at the video game. I was never good at it in college. I was a Street Fighter fan.
Yes. What?
She
No
goes, no fight.
fight.
She likes her. I
She
don't.
likes her. I don't. I
Yeah.
know. I know. All fair. You have to have your own
I
heroes.
mean, yeah, absolutely. And
And
besides,
it's okay.
You like Wolverine. I'm good with that.
I love that. I love that. Is that Cheryl that loves Wolverine? Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
Cheryl that loves Wolverine or
And
Deadpool.
Love that.
Hold on, Jojo. Who'd you say? Who was yours?
I don't know. What was hers?
Did I miss it?
She said she'll have to think about it. I'm not sure.
I'm working on it.
But I can't wait for the Loki show either.
Oh, I know. Okay. If you've seen the previews for Loki coming up, does that not kind of remind you of Quantum Leap? It's like Quantum Leap with
loved
Tom
Quantum Leap.
I know, but this is gonna be like Tom Hiddleston quantum leaping through time. I'm like, I'm on board. That let Loki do some Loki things.
Yeah.
Oh, Cheryl, thank you for coming for a little
Cheryl, thanks for dropping by. You rock. Thank you for supporting us the way you do. Everybody in the chat. I can't believe that we've been in double digits this whole time. And I just the people that support us are amazing.
You guys are amazing.
Amazing. Everybody who came out last night for the live recording, everybody who's here tonight, who was here on Instagram before.
Yeah, we're just trying to give people a better alternative to
anything on television.
Preempted
right now.
TV shows on TV tonight. Oh, Sebastian was not a fan of the live action Ghost in the Shell.
He was not?
I had to walk into the movie theater with that one and go, it's not going to be anything like the cartoon. And with that in mind, yeah. I enjoyed it. So I was okay with that.
Separate.
Yeah. And I think that we do have some excitement. Cheryl's excited about Loki.
Yes.
Katie's excited about Loki, I think. Yeah. So I think it's going to be good. I like Hiddleston. I think he's
amazing.
He is so much fun to watch.
I love him.
You can tell he's having a blast doing that role. And I think seeing somebody really enjoy what they're doing is great. Ooh, Josh, Ryu versus Scorpion, go. Oh, I'm going to go with Ryu. I think he's got his little Hadouken.
But listen, I agree with JoJo that the Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, is amazing.
That's what I grew up on.
I love that
I grew up on Linda Carter as Wonder Woman and Bill Bixby.
Oh, the Incredible Hulk. Lou Ferrigno and Bill Bixby.
Yeah.
So good.
And JoJo agrees with me. 1984 sucked. That was just a hot mess from beginning to end.
It was.
Wow. It was, I don't know what they were thinking. Wow.
I have to see the Ghost in the Shell anime.
Well, we own both.
Yeah.
And it's actually really good. It is really good. I am when you start talking about the animes, there's been talk for years they're going to do a live action Akira. I don't know if that's going to actually happen.
We'll see,
but that anime is absolutely one of my favorites. I'd watch it, I think, once a year, every year in college, and I'd always have new friends who'd never seen it, and I'd have to give them the lecture of like, listen, this is not easy to understand under the best circumstances. And if you're going to come in here and not pay attention and talk, I'm not answering your questions and you're just going to get more lost. So you're coming to watch this and we're coming to watch it. We'll talk after. Wow. And it was a whole thing. The Akira night in my dorm was an event.
Pizza.
Yeah. Katie, Ghost in the Shell, the anime is really good. The live action is, I think, entertaining, but don't think of it as a good translation from one to the other. Oh, Crimson Peak. Have you seen this?
Nice. No,
Me either. I
but I
would do
need to.
that.
Need to.
Like I said, I like him. I think he looks like he's just having a blast, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what? Anime is not everybody's cup of tea. It is
I've never been into it.
I grew up on well, let's see. I grew up on Battle of the Planets, Star Blazers, Robotech. Those were like the big three
Oh,
for me. And those were like epic series that were all brought over here and then translated, and through creative editing, characters would get redone because they could voice them over and make them kind of, whatever they wanted.
you mean
Um,
like Iron Chef?
very much so like Iron Chef, except they would do things like swap genders sometimes of
Oh.
people because of the way they were drawn, that type of thing.
Oh.
And that really wasn't something that was too well known until Sailor Moon came out in like the late 80s, early 90s over here in the US.
Okay.
But yeah, so I grew up starting on all that. And then, heading into high school and college, it was, the Guyver and just all kinds of stuff that we would, as part of our outing to a movie rental store. And kids, some of you may not know this, but there
Kids.
used
He
to be
said
a time
kids.
when you couldn't just download any movie or stream any movie you wanted to see at any time on the internet. You had to go to this place called Blockbuster Video and hope that they had the VCR tape in the store. So yeah, it's yeah. And Rob's asking, is this Japanese cartoons? Yes, it's anime or Japanese cartoons coming from over in Japan, and a lot of them are revoiced here. And Josh is dropping like Silverhawks, Voltron, Thundercat.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
And I grew up with oh gosh, he even dropped in Ronin Warriors, which is that's not a common one that you see a lot of people refer to. Good deep cut there.
We are just
I know we're
talking
all
about
over the
all
place
sorts
tonight.
of comic book and
It's cartoon Godzilla with voiceover. Okay, yeah, well, yes. Although, I grew up in Tampa, we had a local creature feature host. It was called Creature Feature, Dr. Paul Bearer. And a lot of times the monster movie on a Saturday ended up being a legit monster movie, and they would air a lot of the Godzilla movies. So I saw those original Godzilla movies with the American overdubs. Oh yeah. So that's why when things like Godzilla came out, I wanted to go see it, and I'm still kind of curious about Godzilla versus Kong, but
I love this chat. Amy needs a beer.
Oh yeah, and then Sebastian's talking about how Ghost in the Shell is makes a lot of references to famous pieces of literature.
Stand by.
Yeah.
What literature? Tell us. Let us know.
Yeah.
Former English teacher right here. Want to know.
Yeah. Amy used to do a literature and film class that she created where she was actually making kids read books and watch movies and do comparison contrast papers. And one of the things that she would do a lot would be William Shakespeare, and not just literal translations of stuff, but one of her favorites that she would do is the movie 10 Things I Hate About You, which most people don't realize is a name for name translation or representation of Taming of the Shrew.
10 Things I Hate About You.
Yes. So, and Katie loved going to Blockbuster. See? I remember that. And Rob, exactly. Speed Racer, great example. Transor Z or Mazinger Z, that was another one that was really a Japanese import that was overdubbed. So a lot of those were a lot of fun. Some of them were terrible, but they were a lot of fun. And a lot of them don't hold up over the years. Drifters is very good if you like history. Sorry, I call it like I see it. Hey, no, that's good. Like I said, not everything's, it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea.
It's true.
it's just funny to see how many of these have come in over the years and kind of seeped into the pop culture, you know. Um,
What did I miss?
oh, well, Dana said you need a beer,
Well, I
and
brought
Amy's
one.
brought in the second beer.
Yes.
So that means I got to finish this.
Yep. Well, I mean, you don't have to go fast.
Was he really Rob? I didn't know that. Was it the
I'm
same
sorry.
guy?
Can you clarify this comment?
Undertaker was a wrestler in the WWF, and Paul Bearer, if it's the same guy, was his corner man or his coach. That's cool. Okay, Godzilla versus Kong was good, excellent, because I believe it's on HBO Go right now or HBO Max. So
JoJo's my woman. How did they not know it was an adaptation of Taming of the Shrew? Come on.
oh my gosh, well, kids had no idea until Amy made them read Taming of the Shrew, and then you see it is all. I mean, not only name for name, but scene for scene, just about, but everything modernized. And what a great cast on that one.
Padua High School. Come on. Okay. Just
So you could do a whole podcast just on that.
heck
She would make them read the Arthurian legend, and then
Yeah.
they would have to watch the original episode 4 Star Wars, A New Hope, and they'd see the parallels between the story of King Arthur and Luke's story as he became a Jedi Knight, got his father's sword,
Oh my gosh.
just like King Arthur.
Yes.
Funny how that works.
I would do
Or got the magic sword. I'm sorry, just like King Arthur.
Oh, there were so many that were great. Oh.
And there is a Blockbuster left in Bend, Oregon. I almost want to go there just to see it.
Cyrano de Bergerac and Roxanne.
Oh yeah, Cyrano de Bergerac and Roxanne. What a great one. I love Steve Martin in that movie. He was so good.
Great. Oh gosh, now I want to watch it again.
That's one of my favorites of his.
Oh, love it. I had so much fun teaching that class.
The Undertaker did a Hot Ones episode. That's awesome.
I love Hot Ones.
I love watching that show only because you'll see some of these big bad guys just get taken down by a bottle of hot sauce.
I feel like for Cinco de Mayo, we ought to do like a hot sauce lineup. And then the chat, assuming anybody shows up for it. And we have 11 people tonight, so chances are good.
Oh yeah,
because Cinco de Mayo is on Wednesday.
I would do. Yeah, we can go do some hot sauce shopping this weekend.
Hot sauce shopping, and then I think that they should ask us just like off the wall random questions and see if we can keep up.
I'd do it. Are you ready? Are you ready for some of those hot sauces though?
I'll do it.
Okay.
As long as we have something in the house to kind of cut it.
You guys are seeing the process here. This is how the sausage gets made.
What do you all think? You think that's good, or I don't know. Would you come to that? Would you ask questions? I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't know if a lot of people read anymore, Josh. That's hard. It's hard to get people reading. There is a guy that has a great YouTube channel, and I can't remember. It's Gangster Reviews, I think.
He's all over Facebook too. He was all over.
I think
Facebook,
he has a Facebook page,
and he does all the literature. Like, here's what happens. Here's the summary of what happens and all the things that I used to teach.
He adapts this persona of a gangster, and he does these awesome reviews of the literary classics, and he's using common vernacular. He's using the language of the street, of the people, and he is putting it in simple terms that anybody could understand. Well, mainly of the kids. And he is just so entertaining, and his reviews are really good. I showed Amy this. I go, check this guy out.
It was awesome. It's awesome. And I think that if I was in the classroom today, I would be using that hardcore.
Well, I'm looking for this guy here.
Hardcore. I would. And JoJo said that if it's a line of margaritas, she'll be there. What if we have margaritas and hot sauce? Like, not together, but like as a beverage.
It's Cinco de Mayo.
Look, we also just picked up a new type of
Mezcal.
mezcal to try.
Yeah.
So, don't threaten me with a good time.
So, I mean, but what will we have the hot sauce on?
Chips. We'll get chips.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Okay.
Or street tacos. I mean, we could get like a bunch of little street tacos.
I guess.
Something like that.
I don't know.
Oh,
We're
gosh.
figuring it out.
Yeah. Katie says there's a Netflix documentary about the last Blockbuster. I would give them 90 minutes of my life just to see that. That'd be great.
We should watch that. Like, I want to watch the documentary for Catherine Switzer, but I also want to watch that.
I got stage 4 through 9
from
the
last season of Hot Ones.
Oh, yeah.
There's so Josh is referencing a show that we love called Hot Ones, which is part of the whole First We Feast network.
Yes.
On YouTube. And we love that show. They have famous people on. I'd love to go on that show. Or have him on our show.
We were talking about Black Widow a little bit ago. I think that she does what's her name? Scarlett Johansson.
Yes.
She's hysterical on that show because she gets her ass kicked by the hot sauce. I mean, it does her in.
It's hilarious. And then I guess you can order the hot sauces, and Josh has ordered them. So.
Used bookstore in Redding, California. Yeah, we've got one here
it's holding
too.
Its own. Yeah. I think there is
You can find them.
Yeah. There is a following for that, and there are a lot of people who do audio books. I do audio books on long runs. And commutes to work.
I do a lot of audiobooks too. Josh says he's game for 2 million Scoville. Having experienced 2 million Scoville, I'm not a fan. That is beyond the useful. Like that's so hot. It's just miserable and doesn't taste good.
Okay.
Doesn't matter what it tastes like.
So we're not doing that.
Well, no. I mean, we might.
Our
if
mission.
You're putting me in charge of finding hot sauces.
Our mission is to find flavorful hot sauces.
I can't make promises. I'm just saying. So, yeah.
Really.
And JoJo, I'm right
really?
there. I'm right there with you. I love
straight tacos.
Oh,
JoJo.
My favorite is when you get tacos that are. It's just like they double layer the smaller tortillas,
the corn tortillas,
the smaller corn tortillas,
oh.
And then you eat one over the other tortilla, and then you have a second taco from everything that falls on the first on the second taco.
JoJo,
that's not how they're meant to be.
So,
eaten,
like, you're okay. You just traveled recently to Kentucky for a race, and I'm just telling you, if you're ever
there's surprisingly good Mexican food there.
If you're ever in Lexington, and if you ever do run the Bluegrass, or if you're just there, I just think you should get Poppy's Mexican restaurant.
Poppy's Mexican, just outside of UK.
It's so good.
Some of the best home cooked Mexican in a restaurant, and it's a family owned establishment. They do an amazing job of bringing classic recipes to the restaurant and keeping them authentic, and then bringing some new recipes.
It's so good. The street tacos, they're rock.
Mom's repertoire there.
And there's like a skillet cheese thing that I can't remember the name of right now. That's so amazing.
Josh is saying Margot Robbie and ScarJo got owned on that show. That's Hot Ones on YouTube. Check it out.
Oh, it's so funny.
That network, they do another show that we absolutely love, and that
Burger Scholar.
That is the Burger Scholar.
I love Does anybody know about the Burger Scholar? If not, you should. George Motes is awesome.
George Motes, we're going to try to get him on the show.
I want him on the show. It would be a feat.
He does an amazing job of chronicling the history of the hamburger in the United States. I'll pour them both. I'm on it, because we also have to read what this beer is all about. So why don't you go ahead and do that?
So Dana Burnett, he said I needed a beer earlier in the chat.
He did.
And so I brought a new one for us. And this is from Blue Point. And we in the Keys, we had a toasted lager from Blue Point that was quite nice with a seafood pizza. Amazing post race at the Key West Half Marathon.
Yeah, our theme tonight has been quote unquote or air quote microbrews, but these are companies that are bigger than what is technically considered a microbrewery. But these are places that or breweries or beers that a lot of people kind of start their
I think the
craft beer
rays of
journey on.
of sunshine and vacation, recuperation and health, and just that is that's why I got the family of beers. And by the way, somebody in the last chat suggested that we should post pictures of the beers that we are drinking if they are readily available,
So they can drink
so they
along
can
with
drink
us.
along with us. But we'll do that, but we really don't care. We just want you here also.
But we're going
true.
to try to do that
But
more.
we'll try to do that so that if you want to drink along, you can. This is Imperial Sunshine from Blue Point.
Tell me more.
Year-round availability, apparently, but that was the first time I noticed it locally for us. 9.6 ABV.
So this is the big gun.
And
tonight.
24 on the international bitterness units.
So not too bitter.
So hopefully not too bitter. Our Imperial Sunshine is a bright, refreshing brew with a bit of punch, not for the faint-hearted.
Okay.
Brewed with orange peel, this strong blonde ale packs a nose reminiscent of orange Tic Tacs.
She loves Tic Tacs.
Hard candy, and our favorite non-alcoholic drink, Tang.
She loves Tang too.
Oh,
Admittedly, the 80s child in me, I used to have a jumpsuit, a NASA jumpsuit with a plastic face shield, like helmet. It was like a cloth thing with a plastic face shield so you could play astronaut. And I would drink Tang.
Oh, okay.
When I was a kid.
But look, it's Tang and Tic Tacs. Two of my favorite things. Orange Tic Tacs.
And you're getting agreement in the chat room about corn tortillas. Yes, corn tortillas.
But don't get twisted. The drinkability on this one will have you wake up wondering how you lost your shoe. Enjoy the trip. It's high ABV is their point. So
okay.
Anyway, Tang and Tic Tacs and corn tortillas and celebrating all of you.
An orange or a more orangey hue, but very clear and very effervescent. It does smell like orange Tic Tacs. It absolutely smells like
love
orange
it.
Tic Tacs.
I love it. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. That is grown up alcoholic Tang.
It is. It is.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's Dana's night juice after this. So
of course.
But yeah, you were as I was chiming in, you're getting all sorts of agreement on corn tortillas. The only time I like a flour tortilla, there are two, and that's for quesadillas and for fajitas. If I'm doing fajitas, and that's so rare that I do fajitas. Oh, she's got a corner taco truck. JoJo's got a corner taco truck that has awesome tacos. We have one here in Cape Coral.
Goodness.
Actually, we have two. We have Death by Taco 239, which is phenomenal.
It's
and
so
then we have
good.
Taco San Miguel, which is also really, really good here in Cape Coral.
It's so good.
Though both of those, honest to goodness, if you're going to vacation in Southwest Florida, it is literally worth a drive to our city to get tacos at those trucks. It is literally, they're literally that good. And now Taco San Miguel is more traditional and maybe not necessarily the Instagram appeal as far as the food, but flavor wise, they're amazing. And then Skylar at Death by Taco is a food artist who also knows how to cook like a madman. And he does just amazing stuff. And Rob, I have no idea.
What?
If we end up going to something ghost pepper or hotter, how we're going to keep talking after that. There might
milk. Sour cream.
there might be a disclaimer on that episode that you might hear some
Milk and sour cream.
not safe for work words. From this one, she has a mouth on her like a sailor. So,
Are you serious right now? Come on. What the are you talking about?
I'm not sure I understand.
See?
I think Siri thought I was summoning
Well,
her.
don't say her name. Then you summon her.
I didn't.
You got to call her
S lady.
Or
Whatever.
or A lady.
Whatever.
So, yeah.
Really?
Oh, and looks like Josh has seen Alvin and George and Binging with Babish. Yeah, those are also really good. Binging with Babish is good. You've seen a couple of those.
One or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic shows. Dana is chiming in. He misses Adam Richmond on Man vs. Food.
So do I. 100%.
Adam and I went to college together. Yeah.
I love him. Love him.
Yeah, what you see is what you get as far as on that show. He's that guy in real life. Really, really nice. Yeah, Amy, when she gets really excited about something, it's pretty cute. I'm not gonna lie. So, and Tang.
I love Tang. I really like. Is this true confessional? Or are we among friends?
We are, of course, among friends.
I might have eaten Tang as a child.
Well, I used to do Nestle Quick the same way.
Okay, good. So I'm not weird. Hashtag I'm not weird, but I'm weird. I don't know.
Oh, Jojo, we're glad that you could hang out. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping by and happy birthday.
Yes.
Early.
A little bit early. We'll celebrate
but
you some more tomorrow.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. We love you.
You have a good night.
Mwah.
But go have some Tang. Have a taco.
Tang and a taco, maybe.
Yeah. So
this is quite nice.
I would say, would you get this again?
Love it.
Yeah, this here, because of the high
undiscovered
ABV, 9.6% ABV.
Russ.
This one will get your attention. Dana, I think you might like this one, my friend. Dana is an old former coworker, and
not old.
No,
but a former
coworker from back in the day, and he is a beer aficionado.
Mm-hmm. So good. It's so good.
That one's worth picking up. And you found
carbonated Tang.
And you found both of these
carbonated
at
alcohol.
Publix. Shockingly enough.
Publix, yes.
Our local Publix has a surprisingly good Publix, for those who don't know, is a popular grocery store chain in the southeastern United States. Also Katie's employer of the last 15 years. Yay, Katie.
Pub Sub.
But our local store has an amazingly good selection of craft beer.
Pub Sub.
And yeah, their subs are pretty amazing. It's a Florida thing. If you're coming to Florida.
Oh my gosh.
If you're coming to Florida, you got to get a Pub Sub.
Oh, like raw ramen. Yeah, hey, listen, like the crunch. I'm telling you, I think it could be like Chinese noodles on a salad, like those crunchy noodles. Yeah. Could be like if you broke that up.
Now,
so good.
I do like me some cooked ramen though. And what I do want to try, and I haven't had a chance, is, and in fact, they've talked about it on Burger Scholar, and I think Binging with Babish also, are the ramen burgers.
I want to try those too.
Where they actually take ramen noodles.
Cow.
They cook them, and then I don't know if they just use the starch from the noodles themselves. They put them in a ring mold and basically form buns out of the ramen noodles.
That. I
would love to try that. I think that'd be so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And see, Katie, you are not alone. Josh is right there with you too. I've done the same thing. Bite off the brick. Now,
yeah.
In college, my mom was so funny. She would to send me off to college my freshman year. I had a steamer trunk full of stuff, everything you could possibly need for a dorm room from like Target. And then she went to Publix and bought all the ramen. Like
she bought it all?
all the ramen.
You didn't tell me this ever. This
So
is new.
I had every flavor,
It's so new for
like
me.
a selection of every flavor. And then what she did was she packed them into a double bagged paper bag from the grocery store.
Mm.
And this thing, when she was done, was perfectly packed, like a Tetris game, and solid. So I had like a 20-pound brick of ramen noodles to get me through college. And I had in our dorms, we weren't technically allowed to have a microwave, although one may have shown up in my room at
We had
some
one
point.
too.
And
I
it
mean,
was covered with a towel. So when they came in for room inspections, you couldn't readily see that we had a microwave there. But I also had one of
it's all safe.
those hot pots,
Mhm.
so you plug it in, the thing gets hot. You could, basically it had um, a switch where you could turn it up and down for the
Mhm.
heat. But I would cook the crap out of my ramen noodles in that thing, and I would just go get vegetables from either our salad bar at the student union, or I would go to our A&P, which is what we had in right near campus,
Mhm.
and buy fresh veggies
Yeah.
to put in my ramen noodles. So
Yeah.
I would actually doctor up ramen noodles with real stuff, and then I'd get cans. And I know you love canned meat. We'll have a whole discussion one day about we did the MREs. You saw the MRE episode. She is not a fan of like camping food by any stretch at all. Um, and I would do like a can of chicken in the ramen noodles.
Nope.
It's fantastic.
Nope.
It is all
Nope.
the sodium you need for like a year.
No.
It's amazing.
No.
Anyway, yeah, yes, old. No, you're not old. What are your go-to beers? His is now the hazy IPA from Scotty's. Scotty's Beer
Scotty's is
Works
strong.
in Cape Coral, Florida, is actually quite good.
Scotty's is strong. I will tell you, I like their red ale. I wish they would mass produce their coffee blonde.
Oh yeah, their coffee blonde's really good. I would say my go-to beers right now. We're doing a lot from Coastal Days because our company does do some work for them.
Yes.
And we find ourselves over there a lot picking up their Tap It Tuesdays.
Not a bad thing.
But they have a very good Irish
Very
red,
tasty. Oh, yes.
which I like. When they were making their milkshake IPA,
That was quite delightful. I wish they would do it again.
that was my go-to. They're not making it anymore.
I hope they do someday.
At
It's quite
Scotty's,
good.
Scotty's has probably one of the best Irish reds in Southwest Florida.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And then prior to that, I would say Big Storm Brewing and their Wave Maker.
Oh, their Wave Maker,
Amber
which is
Ale.
like the first beer we had on our show.
Yep.
It was so good.
See, Katie is not alone. Oh, Katie does not like spam. All right. Well,
Okay. It's hard. And I wouldn't eat spam by itself.
no, but you did like it in that roll from our friends at Viet Yum Food
I
Truck.
did. Oh, I loved it so much. The marinated and like griddled spam in the sushi roll. So good.
Oh yeah.
So like a bit of spice. So good. So
Yeah.
good.
Listen, Josh, my mom was no dummy. She could feed me and the army of teenagers that were my friends for like $12. And she would cook pasta dishes. Like we talked a couple of weeks ago on the show about like the elbow macaroni and hamburger and tomato.
Yeah.
She'd do that. When she did that, I think she got the ramen noodles for like 3 for $1. So it was like 33 cents a packet, basically. So I think it cost her like $9 to send me off with 20 pounds of ramen noodles.
Yeah.
These
are Dana Burnett approves of our choices.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yes. Well, thank you. Yeah.
What is this?
Let's
What
see.
does Rob say?
Rob's saying, were they chewy coming from the microwave or did I cook the water they pour?
Oh, like heated up.
Oh,
And then
I
pour
would do
over or
well, the microwave I actually didn't use for ramen. I use the hot pot for that. The microwave is for like just heating up stuff. Like I lived like almost a mile away from our
But-
student union.
Yeah.
And I think I told the story the other night, or I told it with some friends. we had our campus ecology group was trying to get rid of the styrofoam containers to
Oh yes.
from our student
Oh
union
yes.
back in the 90s, and I was so ticked off about that because I lived so far away, and you'd go get food and want to bring it back to your dorm, and and what killed me was they replaced the styrofoam with plastic, and I'm like, you guys are killing me. So not only does this not work as well,
Doesn't reheat.
you can't reheat it, it burns your hands on the way back, and it was just, it was a mess. But anyway, it was something else. So
But
no, but
listen,
very
like
often I would just
when you're talking
cook my
about ramen, I so in the hurricane, in the last hurricane Irma, I had a lot of ramen because there was a coffee setup that had like a coffee machine, an old school coffee machine that still had the red flipper where you could get the hot water.
Yeah,
And so all the ramen that we had in our hurricane kit,
cup of noodle, baby.
yeah, with hot sauce. I'm not ashamed.
Everything's with hot sauce with her.
Not ashamed. I put that on everything.
Oh yeah, I always joke the Frank's hot sauce marketing team absolutely is aimed squarely at Amy because she does put that on everything.
Mhm.
But it is a very funny ad campaign that they've got
It is
going. I love it.
hysterical. But yeah, so I just ramen.
Now,
Go ramen.
Rob's asking about Lucky's Lager. I had never heard of that. I think until a couple of months ago, we were
have
out.
not.
We were out with friends. I believe we were out with. If my memory serves me correctly, we were either out with Christy and her husband, or we were out with John. But somebody pointed out Lucky's Lager at number 3 craft brews,
Oh.
if I'm not mistaken. Here in Cape Coral, they actually carry it,
Okay.
but I've never had it.
I've never had it either. Is it this?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, never had it.
Okay.
Couldn't tell you, Rob.
Mac and cheese.
Dana's asking if we like pho. We're
Yeah.
very divided on this. I like pho. Amy's not as big a fan on that style of broth.
No.
You tend to prefer ramen
Ramen.
to pho.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't think there's much difference. In my opinion, they're very, very different.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
the way you arrive at the broth is totally different. The cooking method, the ingredients are totally different. But a lot of people just kind of equate them.
Yeah.
I love the presentation. We have a good pho restaurant here in Cape Coral. That's pretty incredible. Oh, hold on. Josh is going, his go-to is Snake Handler, Hopsecutioner, and double IPAs. Man,
he likes it hoppy.
you are a beast because I
likes it
cannot
hoppy.
do. I am very selective on the IPAs that I'll do. There are some. I mean, I love Bromosa
Of course.
at Big Storm.
Mhm.
I love the Milkshake IPA at we just
Coastal
mentioned
Days.
it,
Yes.
from
Yeah.
Coastal
Yeah.
Days.
Yeah.
But I have to go for the more citrusy IPAs than the
Mhm.
hoppy ones.
Yeah.
Although I was shocked after trying it at Millennial Brewing in Fort Myers. They have, and we've talked about it on one of our beer chats.
Clever girl.
They have one called Clever Girl, and I am a sucker. Look, I'm the guy you want to market your cute name beer to. I am.
It's not a cute name. It's
Cute.
from Jurassic Park.
Cute names and pretty bottles. I'm your guy. Shiny thing and funny name. Boom. You've at least got me hooked for the first sale. Okay. I am that person. But they call their IPA
Yeah.
Clever. I believe it's a double IPA. Clever Girl. It's a 99 IBU beer, and I love it. It's
good.
It's a really good IPA.
It's really good. Yeah.
So
some local stuff is really strong here.
Yeah, we've got once Florida changed some laws a few years ago, it kind of opened the floodgates, and we're seeing that in other states. That happened in Alabama.
Oh, love
They had
Alabama
and
beer.
Alabama's beer scene
Love
is
Alabama beer.
ridiculously good, and we've only gotten to sample it, part of it, and we are looking forward to going back.
100%.
But I was shocked at how much I like that. And Josh is talking about Snake Handler is 100 plus IBU. I didn't even know it could go over 100.
And it does.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh wait, Rob's dropping some knowledge here. Emergency truck chow, spam ramen, cup of mac and cheese.
There you
Okay.
go.
Now, it's kind of funny. There's a weird crossover between trucker culture and police culture, especially if you're highway cops. And I experienced this a good bit when I was a police officer in Atlanta, because for part of my time, I was doing a lot of work on I-85 south of Atlanta. And a lot of times overnight, especially because I worked 11 p.m. to 7 a.m., you would end up, the only places open were Waffle House, which, every Waffle House is exactly the same. Crystal Hamburgers, which is a southern
Now I
version
want a burger.
of White Castle. So little sliders with gray zombie beef, steamed.
Zombie beef.
It's gray beef. It's from zombie cows,
Oh, Lord.
and little flakes of onion and pickle, and so that was your option. Or you could eat from the occasional gas station that might be open. So you would get to figure out like what's good to eat or safe to eat late at night. And we didn't have like Flying J truck stop or whatever, but we might have a quick trip. So you'd go and you'd kind of figure out like what was decent to eat. And actually, me and a zone partner of mine actually had we actually had a game. We'd meet up for a little bit and try to find the item in the store with the highest amount of calories. And thus far, I haven't been able to beat it. But the only thing that I could find with more calories than a pre-wrapped bear claw was a jar of mayonnaise. So, don't, if you're looking to stay healthy, don't eat from the gas station for the most part.
Oh my gosh.
But
No.
Katie's like, I'm with you. Yeah, you know what, Josh? There was a time where I didn't like any IPAs at all, but we've grown, both of us.
We have.
And that was really starting with our interview with the guys at
Southern Swells. Yeah.
Southern Swells Brewing in Jacksonville, Florida. If we end up doing a meetup for the 2022 Donna,
Gotta go there.
we got to go there. That's going to be one of those where
Wicked barley in there.
the group's got to go hang there.
Yes. So I'm just saying.
But yeah, and Josh is like, no.
And no. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
But like there were things that I could do, like eating wise or nutrition wise. Like when I used to do the Body for Life workout, so that was like 5 meals a day, a portion of protein, a portion of carbs, a little bit of greens, 5 times a day. And if I had to, absolutely had to, if I didn't have a time to pack meals or whatever, I would go and I would get a singular chicken breast, and I would tell them dry grill it.
Yeah.
And I would have them do steamed hash browns.
At Waffle House?
They will do it for you. Yes. If you can imagine like the shredded potatoes, but instead of them putting that delicious golden oil, butter flavored oil on the grill, they just put water and they steam the potato for you. I would eat a chicken breast and a pile of steamed potato.
Okay.
But it worked. I mean, it worked. I know, Josh. I'm right there with you, man. It wasn't great eating if you had to pick out.
Yeah.
That's why I ended up doing Body for Life. I shredded a bunch of fat. I packed on a bunch of muscle. But I got to the point where I was like, I'm tired of eating. I can't do it anymore. But the workouts were so intense. I'm like, I got to eat. And it did work. I mean, I will say that for Bill Phillips. The guy knows how to build a workout and make you ingest enough protein to grow. But no one said
it would be glamorous.
Got that right. You got that right, my friend. And Katie said, I'd be down to hang out anytime. Well, we're going to let you know that the next time we're heading up
Yeah.
towards the Orlando area.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we're looking to do the 2022 Donna, for those that want to come and hang out, that is going to be a lot of fun. We can't oversell that weekend enough. It's
I can't wait.
swallowed wrong. Sorry.
I can't wait.
It's so much fun.
Last night on the show, just seeing Donna and her doctor, Edith Perez, and Jeff talking about the Donna. Oh, just brought back memories and just, I can't wait until that can be in an in-person race again.
Oh, absolutely. And Dana, great question. Have we tried List Distillery? The only thing from List I've had in the last year is their hand sanitizer. And it's so choice. If you have the means, I highly recommend you pick some up.
Oh, an 80s movies reference.
But no, haven't had anything from there, but I've heard good things. We don't see a lot of distilling down here in Southwest Florida. We have some. It seems to be, I don't know if it's growing.
What?
There are a couple, we got List, we got Wicked Dolphin.
Oh, Wicked Dolphin is incredible.
But
love it.
I don't know that we're seeing a lot of
growth there. Breweries and brewing companies, yes.
Oh yeah. Breweries much more so than distilleries.
Like we got to get down to the Collier County area.
We do. That's a bit of a hike for us. It's about 40 minutes or so, but it's in the area. Everybody kind of lumps Southwest Florida together. They go, "Oh, you're in Southwest Florida," but Naples is 45 miles from here.
Yeah.
It's 30 miles. It's a hike. So
what?
Wait, Josh.
What is this? Wait.
If you ever make it down to Cape Coral, the chances are really pretty darn good. I mean,
we're here all the time.
We're here all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, she's going to be going back to work soon, coming off of recovery for the knee.
Yeah.
But, if we're not working, we're available. Butterscotch Bourbon.
Where is that?
He's saying List Distilling.
We need to have that.
Okay. Now, Dana, I love you, but here's the thing. I'm kind of a bourbon guy. Like that's my thing.
You want bourbon without the flavoring.
It's not even that. But the official
we're gonna talk about
the official rules of bourbon. You can't add any flavor to it and it be called bourbon anymore. Even our friends that make one of my favorites, the smoked maple from Knob Creek. It's not called bourbon. It's called smoked maple.
Okay.
So, your bourbon-based butterscotch beverage, I'm sure, is delightful.
Well.
And I'm willing to try it.
Okay.
And maybe put it on ice cream.
Yes.
I
will try it.
Like an alcoholic affogato.
I will try it.
Oh, I know you are, Dana. I know Dana's like, I'm a bourbon guy too, but hey, I am open-minded. When we were in Lexington, we ended up stopping by the brewery over at the distillery is Town Branch. The brewery is Alltech. They make Kentucky bourbon barrel ale.
So good.
They sell a product there that is this bourbon cream.
Oh,
that is
stop it!
Absolutely the most sinful thing I think I've ever
If we
drank.
could have fit it into our luggage.
Oh, we were honest to God trying to figure out okay, can we pack this
and it not get damaged
or explode from the pressure change? That was the thing. It was really like we couldn't safely figure out how to get it home. We were just thrilled to find that their blackberry porter seasonal is available down here.
It is. Oh, it is. I'm so sorry. Just reminiscing about that. But they really need to get their Kentucky ale here.
Oh, the Kentucky ale, I don't think we're going to see.
Because Kentucky bourbon barrel ale is such a big seller.
Yeah, that's the base.
We may never see it. We may have to go back to get it.
If you ever look for it, the Kentucky bourbon barrel ale, the base of that is brewed at 6% ABV. they put it in the barrel, it picks up 2 more, or 5% ABV, it picks up 2 more points
Mm.
in the barrel because they use the first cut barrel, and it's a wet barrel that they put it into. And yeah, it picks up 2 more percentage points just from being in the barrel. But yeah, Katie, you guys, we don't have a lot in South Florida.
It's true.
You
I mean, like,
distillery, like
Siesta Key.
we go all the
rum.
way. Yeah, we literally go all the way down to Siesta Key or to Siesta Key.
Siesta Key is in Sarasota, but then down there at Papa's Pilar.
Or I would say, or we go down to Isla Morada.
Or Isla Morada. Yes. So, I mean,
No, Wicked Dolphin does an amazing job. They're
few and far between, I guess.
Their stuff is fantastic. We've got some of their sipping bourbons, or I'm sorry, sipping rums, and they are the only company right now that makes a coconut rum that I think is worth a darn. Oh, Dana's whipping out excuse me while I whip this out.
What?
The Goose Island Bourbon Barrel Stout. The Goose Island stuff is good. Goose Island, this is what I was talking. That was a quote from a movie. You know the movie.
I know. Okay.
Did anybody else catch the Blazing Saddles reference?
Yes.
I mean, good grief.
I'm with you. Got it.
Yeah, Goose Island ends up being a giant bone of contention also in the beer aficionado, beer nerd circles, because again, they've gotten so big, they've been acquired. You know, they spill more beer than a craft brewery, makes all year long.
Yeah.
That type of thing. The Goose, their Bourbon County stuff is
really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Yeah. And they make a variety of beers. I know, Katie, if you don't like the Goose Island, there are definitely more approachable stouts for people, but the Goose Island stuff clocks in, I think, at like 9 or 10% ABV.
Sure.
Yeah, it's up there.
Yeah.
And one of our local pizzerias, they do a
flight.
They do a flight of their like different vintages. Oh, Josh, thank you. We don't need no stinking badges. I love it. Yeah, that movie is going to be edited for television. It'll be airing tomorrow night from like 7:45 to 7:48 p.m. once they've cut out all the stuff that's not appropriate for TV. She can't take me anywhere. It's true. And that's another movie that we own. So we have covered the gamut. We have gone from anime. Well, first of all, superheroes to anime to the man himself, Mel Brooks.
Oh, so good.
She actually had her kids watch, speaking of
Young
literature, we talked about
Frankenstein.
literature and film.
Yeah.
She made them read Mary Shelley's Frankenstein and then made them watch Young Frankenstein.
Made them. They were allowed to watch
it. And they're like, this isn't black and white. Like, that's because that's part of the joke, you goofballs.
Just get there.
And
okay.
Dana's like, don't want to meet a Cape Cod after drinking those.
Nope.
Negative.
No.
Negative Ghost
That's
Rider.
why
You
Uber
do not.
and Lyft exist.
And Josh with the Abby Normal.
Yes.
The brain said Abby Normal.
Hey.
And Josh is not a fan of Goose Island either.
Well,
Again,
it's okay.
I get it.
It's okay.
But it is a very popular one. Yeah. And with their seasonal releases of the Barrel County stuff, that's always very Oh gosh, if we could do that one night too, we could have a whole thing about Mel Brooks movies.
Yeah. Could.
I am an equal opportunity. I love all of his body of work. Up to and including Robin Hood Men in Tights.
Yeah.
I right there with you.
Well,
Revolution Brewing.
We are getting recommendations now.
Okay. I'm sure you're going to recommend something that's hoppy, Josh, but I don't think we've had anything from Revolution, have we?
No. We have not.
So.
No.
Ludicrous Spleen. Okay, can I just tell you that I was thrilled when I saw, and not that I could afford a Tesla, but I was just playing around on the website one day, and they have plaid mode for Teslas. I mean, it's basically a software update, but um, plaid mode. I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that
but
is,
okay.
but it's okay.
Well, welcome in.
Welcome to the chat.
Tights girl.
Welcome to the chat.
We're men in tights.
I mean, we're talking about movies and literature and superheroes and
Oh wait, this sounds like a beer recommendation from Revolution.
Revolution Brewing,
Antihero. Oh, we need to find that, given that we just got delivery of our Antihero series of medals from Metal Chasers,
Yay!
which I believe our discount code is still good for.
Yes, up through the end of May.
Yeah, so if you're looking to get a series of 5Ks to run for some badass bling, that is worth checking out. And I believe you put the information in
the show notes, for the last several episodes.
Yeah, so check out the most recent episode you've got in your feed and go through the show notes and click the link. Our discount code's in there, and that's for anything that they offer, but they have a series of anti-hero based medals.
Deadpool,
Wolverine, Punisher. I can't remember who else, but it's going to be a pretty awesome series. Oh, thank you. We're glad you're here.
Yes.
Say hi. Tell us who you are, what you're drinking, where you're from.
Yeah, really. And Dana, yeah, we can.
You're skipping ahead. They filmed part of Blazing Saddles in Rosamund, and we watched them film part of it in an episode of $6 Million Man.
That's awesome.
I loved $6 Million Man growing up. That was another one I watched, both $6 Million Man and Bionic Woman as part
Bionic Woman.
Yeah.
Yay.
Which they tried to reboot a few years ago, and it wasn't terrible, but that was in that period of time where NBC would start something, it would be pretty good, and they would cancel it because it was good.
Yeah.
And then they would keep airing things like Heroes and Revolution for some ungodly reason. Can we do a show on notable movie quotes?
Yay!
I would love that.
Yes.
It's a Chicago native beer. If you can find it outside the city or get some. Oh, yeah. Let us know.
Yeah. When you go back, let us know. Report on that.
Oh, from the UK, been drinking rum tonight. Well, we've been talking about rum. If you have the beans and you can get your hands on some Wicked Dolphin rum.
Awesome.
From Florida, or Papa's Pilar from Key West, Florida.
Yes.
We're big fans of both of those.
So good.
Mongo only pawn in Game of Life. Great movie quote. I love it. All right, guys. Well, it is 9. We've gone actually way over what we
far over
anticipated.
Oh my God.
It's because of you and keeping us entertained and having fun. But thank you so much. We hope that you've enjoyed just hanging out for the last 90 minutes here, give or take.
Yeah.
Check out these beers. Like I said, this is Blue Point Imperial Sunshine, 9.6 ABV. Highly recommend it. You cannot go wrong there. And again, another mass market beer that you should be able to pick up just about anywhere, but one that's worth you checking out is the Blue Moon Honey Days, DAZE.
So good.
This is quite tasty.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for something to check out, please add that to your repertoire. We have the new episode up in the feed right now. Look for Run, Eat, Drink podcast in your favorite podcatcher. Right now, we seem to be having hit or miss luck with our friends that are subscribing through Apple Podcasts. I think it's on Apple's end. We have a support ticket in. If you're not seeing the most recent episode, which dropped yesterday, in your Apple Podcasts feed, head on over to our website and listen there. But the new episode is up. That is our big digital get well soon card to Jeff Galloway, America's running coach, 1972 Olympic runner, amazing man, and a mentor to both me and Amy.
the amount of support we got last night and the amazing messages that we had to share. And there are still more to share.
We have more to share. Yes, we have some more stuff coming in our social media feed, and we also created
Yeah.
a special web page called
/Jeff.
runeatdrink.net/Jeff.
So we will do it. We will continue to add to it. We got an amazing message from Marco Cisetto that we will post on the page.
Yes.
And he is the world record holder in the marathon distance for double amputees.
He's a machine.
He's a machine. He sent a message to Jeff. He is amazing.
When you hear us talk about Marco Cisetto, this is Marco.
Yeah.
That's his marathon.
amazing.
That's his marathon time.
There's a hero for you.
2:42:24. If you ever say I can't run,
And then he beat it at Chicago, I think.
yeah, for whatever your reasons are. I
He
always
beat it.
Whenever I feel like I can't run today, I feel like crap, whatever. I always remember this. Marco's a machine.
He is.
Love that guy.
And he sent a message to Jeff. We got a couple of others from fellow podcasters that we're going to post on the page as videos.
Oh, Katie, we're coming to see you over when you go live.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Don't worry.
We're
We'll
there.
be there. And we just can't thank you all enough for the amazing week we've had in terms of lifting Jeff up and
Absolutely.
all the support we've had tonight in the chats on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. And we just love our community. And thank you so much for coming to the broadcast, for participating in the live last night. And we hope you listen to the episode for the sweet, delicious audio in the podcast feed.
Yeah, we've had some new people pop in tonight.
Yeah.
We really are glad to see everybody here.
Mhm,
If you're
mhm.
new,
Havana Club rum. Come on.
Havana Club rum. Yeah, Tights Girl
Yeah,
Maudie knows how to
right.
have fun.
Yeah.
There's a sentence I never thought I'd hear myself say, but
Right.
hey, whatever.
I mean, it's a
We're
user
just gonna
handle.
go
We
with
have,
it.
we have to go with it. But we just can't thank you all enough for everything you've done.
And that bang you
Yeah.
heard was my dog's head.
He
hitting,
woke up from a dream.
and the other
And now they're
dog
barking, so we'll have to go see about them.
Anyway,
Thank you so much, and we love you. And happy Superhero Day. You all are
Yes.
superheroes to us,
you are, without a doubt.
and we appreciate your support.
So
Mwah.
check out the new episode. Thank you for hanging out tonight. Check
Yeah.
out these beers. If
Yeah.
these were of any interest to you at all, we're just glad that you could come and hang out. So good night, guys.